Good afternoon and welcome to George Daniel Field. Jay Ferguson, Tom Bauer here for 8th grade football. The Lorain Titans and the Memorial Middle School Arcs from South Euclid Lyndhurst, the feeder for the Brushment program. And that was Brush with the ball. First play of the game was a handoff to number 24, who's not fitting on my screen. Krishawn Taylor. And that's him again, and he's out to the 50, first down. That'll move the sticks. Tom, he looks pretty well put together for an 8th grader.
He is. Look at that.
I mean, look at the size of the thighs on him, or what staggers me.
Had he been in a pro program, I think it might be.
That's an interception. First pass of the ball game is picked off on a nice sliding interception. Let me see if I can get the number. 25? I hope not. 12. How about 12? Nope. Yeah, really sorry for this. We've had trouble with these uniforms when the varsity wore them. So the Titans will take over 1st and 10 at their 45.
Yeah, it is.
There we go. Yeah. We had some technical problems. Tom's here now.
Yeah, here.
So 1st and 10 for Lorain. 7:17 to go. We play 8-minute quarters in 8th grade football. You saw that there's no kicking off. If Brush gets a chance to get close, Tom, we saw something that we might see in the warm-ups is they've got quite a kicker.
You know, I always said that we ought to develop kickers in the 7th
and the way
and
you
8th
do
grade.
it is 2 points for a kick and 1 point for a run.
Exactly.
There's a whistle. Timeout Brush. I don't think they have the full complement.
That might be saved Lorain from a
it looked like they were going to move. The quarterback for Lambs, Quado Grant, number 7. He will take the snaps, it looks like. We'll get some more numbers as we can. Josiah LeBoy also listed as a quarterback, but it is Grant that was out there. Coach Brian Joyner down on the sideline, along with Carrington Wade and Scott Sherwood and John McDermott.
Yeah.
Three of them were former students of mine.
Well,
John McDermott Jr. Now, this is something you only see in freshman football. Coach Creel is out there alongside Al Ivey, the referee in the white hat, just watching to see what's going on. First play of the game, his motion, inside handoff, jet sweep is going to go nowhere.
Big loss, yeah. See, the concept of that jet sweep
is quickness.
It had to be so fast around that end without him being able to catch you.
Nathan Ruiz, number 19, was the ball carrier. Treated rather rudely by number 10, Anthony Kushner from Memorial. I'm going to call him Brush all day because of the brown. I think those are really sharp-looking jerseys with the white and brown and yellow.
Lorain has those old varsity jerseys with the sideline numbers on them, but it's hard to read.
It's really hard to read because they're
front.
so swollen, it looks like. There's a give to Ruiz. Ruiz gets back some of it. That's Nathan Ruiz, number 19, gets out to the 40, but it's going to be 3rd and 15. And we definitely will be under 6 minutes in the quarter before this play is snapped.
The 7th graders play 7 minutes, 8th graders play 8 minutes.
Is that what it is?
8 minutes, yep.
You have done it all, my friend. You would know that. You coached at the bottom of the hill at Oakwood Park.
I did. Made him run the hill when he did something wrong.
Must not have done that all the time. My son never talked about it.
He never did anything wrong.
No.
Come on, you got to do something here.
Oops. There's a long pass up there. Two receivers came together and actually defensed one another.
Yeah.
19, Nathan Ruiz. 22, Thomas Mays. Were both out there with two defenders on the spot, and it looked like it went in between the two receivers. Here's the replay.
I think Coach Sherwood is telling him one of them had to run a little post to take the defenders with him.
Yeah, I think that the inside man was supposed to be in between the hashes, and they both ended up in the same spot.
Well, it looks like
so
punt
fourth
formation.
and 15, short punt formation if it is. Now they're backing him up. That looks like Malachi Hassan. Bad snap, picks it up, going to run. Not going to go anywhere.
I don't think that was a planned fake.
I don't think so either.
I think it was a snap that forced him to run.
That was number 10, Anthony Kushner, and number 58, Dylan Posey, I believe, on the tackle.
I was at practice last night watching them practice, and they were just putting their punt game in. And Malachi had a nice little boot most of the times, but you got to do the center.
You got to get the biggest thing in middle school football is
the center.
And I can remember, I'll tell you a story in a minute. As Bedford gets set, quarterback is number 3, Troy Pascal. He's got a single setback behind him, fakes it, keeps it, trying to follow the running back. That was number 34, Jameer Booker, that was the first to hit him behind the line for a loss of about 3. When I played middle school football, and this was, 55 years ago, we were so bad at snapping the punt that we finally, because we lost the game on 2 block punts, they finally decided they kept the quarterback in as Rush looks to pass. That one's underthrown and had a chance at being intercepted. But we snapped it to the quarterback, under center, who turned around and threw a pass to the punter. Now, it had the added advantage of teams not expecting us to punt from that formation.
Coaches are very inventive when it comes to getting things done. Yeah. Watch number
back to pass again. Long. That's a nice spiral up in the air. That one's picked off. That's Malachi Hassan right there. Back out to the 39, 40-yard line.
Is that his second interception?
Or is that 21?
Or 29?
29. That's Hassan.
Malachi.
Nice job there tracking the football. His quarterback's got a pretty good arm, but his accuracy, I mean, he's throwing to spot. And there was a nice peel back block there by one of the defenders that I didn't get a number on, but nice job by Malachi. And the Titans take over once again. Good field position at the 40. 3 and out last time. Now Titans looking to pass. That's LeBoy. LeBoy down the sideline is going to have a positive gain. Josiah LeBoy, the quarterback this possession, got about 4 yards out to the 44. 4:25 to go first quarter. No score. As we are here with TV 20 Light. Jay Ferguson, Tom Bauer, Terry Trout, Joe Bach, and some of the Club TV 20 alums. Mr. Baraga there on camera too.
Better watch this wide receiver. He's twice in a row. He looked like he was a half a step ahead.
Yeah.
So.
Now they dropped somebody back on the far side. I think they're in an illegal formation. But now there's an inside handoff to Hassan, who went nowhere, lost a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 7.
I think I've seen what happens. This quarterback snap or claps. That's the snap, and everyone leaves on that without watching the ball. So you got to be careful because the line judge here eventually is going to start calling that.
I thought that we didn't have enough on the line when the wide receiver on the far side pulled back, because we don't definitely have 2 linemen on that side and a wing back, so he needs to be on the ball. LeBoy's going to keep it. Got the corner, got an angle, got 5-6. He's going to be
close. If he
Yeah, I
doesn't
think
have
that's
it,
the right word. I would think that with a full crew of officials on a Friday night, he'd have a first down. But I think here he's going to be a half a yard short.
well, 4th down, and I think this is a 4-down territory. With
They
this.
marked him a full yard short.
Yeah.
So I think that's, I think the ball was ahead of the mark when he went down. We were looking right down the line. So 4th and 1, which is certainly easier than the 4th and 15. They went for it the first time they had the ball. Okay, this is taking a little long. If we're not careful, it's going to be 4th and 6.
I think they're a little too nonchalant about this play calling.
I think they need a timeout here.
Yeah, they better.
There it is. Lorain calls timeout. I think Coach Joyner called it because of the time it was taken to make a decision.
Yeah, the coach was talking to LeBoy,
It's
trying to figure out a play for him, but you got to do that
ahead of time.
exactly.
I think, on 3rd down, you better be thinking what you're going to do on 4th down.
Yeah, for 1 yard.
That's a learning experience for young coaches, too. They've got quite a number of coaches down there on the sideline. I can't tell who that is in the cap.
One in the cap is Coach Thompson.
Okay.
He's a 7th grade coach.
Well, I saw Coach Joyner, the elder, coming up toward the press box. I don't see anybody with a headset on.
But he was a 7th grade coach also
Yes.
last night. 7th graders, they beat this team, 7th graders.
Okay.
They went to Brush last night and beat them 20-6.
Very good. So this is for the program sweep.
Whoa,
Fumble.
there's a ball loose, and I think Brush has it.
Either way, Brush has it because it didn't go across the 50 where it needed to go. Hassan never got the handoff from LeBoy. It didn't mesh.
No.
And we don't know no point in calling fault because it just didn't happen. And Brush will take over. There it was. Memorial will take over. The handoff looked like it missed the pocket, but the pocket looked a little high. So we'll go from there and just say it's Brush ball. There's a give that
nice
went nowhere. Who made that tackle? Was that the quarterback 7, Quado Grant? Back from his safety spot?
No.
Okay.
He's the end over there, and I can't see a number on him.
Okay. We apologize to everyone with these numbers.
But it was a nice tackle because that's a big boy.
It was. That one goes to an assistant coach on the sideline. That is Pascal. He gets it back, though. That's been an issue thus far. So it's 3rd and 12 at the 49. Now they're ready at the line with the play. That's a little more sophisticated now. Somebody's got to get up on the line. There it is. That's good officiating right there.
He helped him a little bit, sure.
Sure he did. Bubble screen. Incomplete. Intended for Jeff Brown Jr., number 7. Make it 4th and 12. Now, no one has shown any indication of a punt other than the first time Lorain came out, and it was kind of a bad snap fake. Okay, here comes Brush with what looks to be a punt team.
We were discussing this last night. Back in the old days, rather than a punt, they used to let you go 35 yards.
Right.
I don't know if that's an option.
That's wishful thinking, I think. Anthony Kushner, number 10, is the punter. He's had a couple of big hits on defense already. Okay, I think that this might be the first game for both teams.
It is, and punting is usually the last thing you put in.
Right. Good snap. Steps into it, 3-step. It's going to hit at the 23 and roll dead. Now, Lorain, if you're not going to catch it, you got to get out of there.
See, that's another thing. That's a learning situation.
Right. There's a coaching point.
I think last night they put in their punt, but they never put in a punt return yet to teach them that. I bet you by the next game, which is going to be next Wednesday probably, they'll know because the coach will be yelling,
Oh,
get out,
sure.
get out, get out.
So it is with 1:47 to go in the first quarter. We're scoreless. It'll be the Titan. Okay, now I am really confused. Okay, there. I was going to say Brush is set up at the 50.
They were just talking to the coach.
No, they were set up on defense at the 50. So Lorain will take over at the 26-yard line. Third possession, worst field position. And first successful punt of the game. And it really did turn the field.
It was a nice punt by an eighth grader.
Because this game has been played between the 40s. And now all of a sudden Titans are a little bit deep in their own end. But first downs have been hard to come by. So now it's Grant at quarterback. Hassan next to him on his left. Going to throw. Throws it out wide. He's got a man. Nice catch there.
No, he dropped it at the end. Dropped it at the end.
Jameer Booker was the intended receiver, and I think as he slid to the ground, ball hit his pads and bounced out.
Nice pass. Nice pass.
Nice throw. Good adjustment in the air by Booker. Because he got here, we'll see him. He is clearly behind the safety, but he has to cut in front of, and it bounced away. Bad break. Clock stopped 1:39 to go, first quarter. 2nd and 10 at the 26 for the Titans. This is a all-city 8th grade team. Titans went to this last year. Hit as he has thrown is Grant, and the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. He was going back to Booker, but going to be very fortunate that the Titans are going to snap this.
Yeah, someone might argue that there might have been a fumble, but I think his arm was going forward.
I think.
Here it is.
Yeah, clearly it was going forward. Now Grant comes in. You know, one of the reasons that you don't necessarily want to go to a citywide team is you don't have three quarterbacks, then you have one. Well, I've seen two so far here, and the coaches are understanding what they're trying to do. Here comes the jet sweep.
And I think
big hole. I think he's going to pick up the first down and a lot more. Big hole for Daniel Robinson, and he got a great block from the wing outside that sprung him. The difference, but here we'll see it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He'll be coming for that replay.
Or we won't. Maybe we lost it.
Yeah, that you could see as he turned that bend, he was in the clear.
And the difference was they took the contain out with a good block. First down of the game for Lorain. Brush had one on the second play and hasn't had one since. Split out wide. A.K. Smith, 24, is up top.
Elias Santiago is this wide receiver way out here.
7, Grant is the QB. Hassan is to his left. Snap back. Inside handoff counter play is given to Josiah LeBoy, and he's going to lose about 3 yards. Tom, the timing seems off because the snap is taking a minute to get there.
Well, that's the difference between
right.
A snap where you got to go back 4 yards rather than a quarterback taking it from under center, but you have to play that into consideration.
That's the end of the first quarter. So we'll step away for a second. No score between the Lorain High Titans and the Lyndhurst Memorial Arcs. Back with more after this.
We make Marines. who overpower the desire to quit with the perseverance to prevail. Not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Back here at the George, I think we might have had a missed spot here because the yard markers say it's 2nd and 3, and it should be 2nd and 13. So now I think the man just put the clip on the wrong line. I think he went to the 35 when he should have gone to the 45 or
at least the
50.
40. Now, these are 7th grade volunteers who are doing the
right, and he's just moving them. I mean,
yeah,
that was not operator error. That was the wrong line. The two young men holding the sticks followed directions perfectly. And I'll tell you what, having done that for several years for varsity, that's not a fun job because you're out there no matter what the weather every play of the game. Pass over the middle. Nice
catch. Nice defensive
way to go
play.
up for the ball, as that was a challenged catch. Nathan Ruiz, number 19, went up and got. Let's correct myself here. Number 15. Was it? Oh, it is 19. 15 just came in. They passed. 19, Nathan Ruiz on the catch. Now it's still 3rd and 4. Right at the 49. They need to get to the 47. There's another throw, swing pass off the face mask. That was tipped by the linebacker or end, I believe. And it'll fall incomplete. So now 4th and 4 for Lorain.
Now here's the decision they're going to have to make. Are you going to go for those 4 yards, or are you going to try that punt again?
That was Jamarlee Roberts Jr., number 50, that got in there and broke that up. So they're huddling up, 7:23 to go. Clock stopped on the incompletion. Into the huddle is LeBoy, 15, with the play. He'll take the snap. 4th and going to call it 4.
I like to see a little sweep this side. I think they got him out mad. Sweep the other side. And
LeBoy.
I think he got the sticks.
There he got the sticks for sure.
Yep.
Josiah LeBoy with a good strong run. Nice lead block there by 29 Malachi Hassan, as well as the guard who pulled from this side, I believe.
Was this the first time Lorain in brush?
Yes, it is.
Territory, so
I think it's the first time either team because
moved into the other
because Brush's attempts to go over the 50 have been intercepted. Oh no, Brush had the pass down there that was you're right. So 1st and 10 for Lorain. Second first down of the drive and the game. Bobbled snap, and he went down to one knee to cover it, did LeBoy, so that stops it. There's going to be a loss back to the 50. And I'm okay with that. Make sure you have the ball.
That might be a teaching thing, too. He might not know that if you have your knee down when you pick it up.
But I'm glad he went down and got it instead of trying to scoop it on the run. So it's 2nd and 14. We've been there all night. Titans out over the ball. Come up, play, bump and run. Look at that on the far side. There's the jet sweep's going to go nowhere.
Too much penetration for that.
Yep.
So another thing the jet sweep has to do is get past all that penetration.
Anze Bruce, number 70, the big defensive lineman, was in there. On this, look how tall he is, Tom, at the defensive end spot on the near side. And he just did what defensive ends are taught to do in every level. Penetrate 3 yards and turn it all in.
Yep. Yeah, they don't have any listing there, just names, right?
Right.
To see how really tall he is.
He's tall compared to his teammates. So it's 3rd and 17. And snap back. The boy's going to take it with one hand and run it across the 50 to the 49, which is going to bring up 4th and 13. Now, the one thing that was interesting about that, Tom, is we're still in the middle of the field.
Yes.
And when they've been able to run, it's been really wide. And they've
Yes.
so they've taken that advantage away a little bit.
There hasn't been anything that you can say is the favorite side to
Right.
do anything with. But that one sweep they had, I like to see them come back to that again. They had a nice block from the slot. They had a nice block from the lead fullback.
And they stopped penetration. The penetration from the defensive line has really busted up the running game. The wings switch sides. LeBoy takes it, wants to throw, does throw, got a man. He's going to be short of the first down.
Nice catch, though.
Again, a nice pitch and catch. I think that is
19, yeah.
19, Ruiz. But 2 yards short of the first down will turn it over. Here it is again. Good throw, open underneath, and just a nice tackle. Good defensive play by number 21 for.
See, 24 was out there lead. I don't have a name on
Rayvon
him.
Mason made the play. 24 is A.K. Smith.
Okay, I see him down there now. Okay.
So 1st and 10 for Brush. Now there's a whistle. Timeout, Lorain. We only had 9. That might have been a problem. There's 10. Still only got 10 in the huddle. What's that? Yeah, Tom, let's see. Were you hurt during a big game or have a joint, bone, or muscle injury? Don't wait for treatment. Go to a Cleveland Clinic Ortho Express Care where orthopedic specialists can see you without an appointment. For more information, visit clevelandclinic.org/Ortho Express for more information. Teams return to the field. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Arcs. I assume they're the Arcs.
The little Arcs, maybe. Just call them the Sparks.
Yeah. Inside handoff. First real successful play for Brush since the opening drive. That is number 4, Kyle Coleman. I assume Kyle, K-Y''ALE. So 2nd and 2. Bubble screen, incomplete. Number 3, Pascal, intended for Josiah Anthony. Number 8, stopped the clock with 3:28 to go. There's been a lot of defense in this game in the first half.
Yes, it has been.
Brush going fast.
I think they're taking the opposite tempo from Lorain. Lorain kind of is nonchalant, long play calls.
Well, you know, in middle school, that's what you do to get things right in practice is you take your time and you talk about what works and what doesn't, what your responsibility is. That's going to be a first down across the 50 for Brush. Once again, that's for Coleman. Stop the clock to move the chains. This is the only level of football where we see the clock stopped for a first down as college changed that rule. They wind it as the chain crew gets in place. Al Ivy says, let's go. 3:14 to go as Brush gets set. Snap back. Bubble screen to the near side. 14 is Rico Johnson Jr. He gets ahead for about 6 or 7 yards.
The boy had him by the shirt and wasn't letting go.
Yep, we got let's call it 6. So it'll be 2nd and 4. 2:45 to go as Brush gets up to the line. Pascal has him set. Looks to the side. Snap back. Again, they want the swing. There it is, but it's overthrown and picked. Oh, dropped.
Oh, my.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. 27. Elias Santiago was right there, and if he could have got by the first man, he'd still be running. He'd have been in line at the concession stand at the north end.
I think varsity coaches call this tempo.
Yep.
You want to keep the tempo up.
3rd and 4.
You don't let the defense get set.
Pascal, inside handoff. Well, you want to keep it.
Nice. That's
nice fake. Fumble.
Fumble.
There's a flag.
I think it was an illegal block on the flag.
I do too.
But who got
yeah,
the ball?
There it
That's
was.
the question.
56 for Lawrence Moore Jr. for Memorial. Recovered the fumble. The indication is it was an illegal block. So instead of first down, it's going to be more on the neighborhood of 3rd and 9 as they march that 10 yards from the spot. I love it when they use their math skills, Tom.
Well,
so 2:12 to go in the half. They wind the clock. Pascal, there's the handoff.
Look at the blockers he has in front of him.
That's Krishawn Taylor. He's going to have the first down back and out of bounds, but he's down inside the 35 for sure. Clock stopped with 1:55 to go. There was great use of the wide side of the field.
And with 3 or 4 blockers, the student body left kind of play.
They are not afraid to use big fellas as running backs, as Krishawn Taylor's a big guy. Snap back, he's going to bring it to the near side, straight ahead. Runs over a linebacker down to the 25-yard line. Brush has found something, Tom.
Yeah, that was Cuadro Grant that made the tackle, but
well, you could call it that. He more pulled him down.
That's 5.
But he got off the line good. There was the perfect opportunity. Now, I'm not sure what just happened. Timeout Lorain. Timeout Brush? No, timeout Lorain.
I think the official signaled Brush's side, but I think he was pointing to the Lorain coaches.
Yeah, I think that he just signaled the wrong way. Minute 24 is what's left. Interesting that Lorain would spend a timeout here, which would seem to help Brush out. Now the officials are going to talk it over because I think the official on the far side is going to say, I had a man way off sides before you called timeout.
Yeah.
Because that young man took off and was way down. I mean, he was 8 yards downfield.
Even the Lorain secondary man was clapping, knowing it was a penalty.
So now he's going to mosey on back to his side. They have talked it over. And
there's more coaches' discussion because I think now the Brush coach is questioning, or he might be talking to his quarterback, actually.
He is. Actually, he looks like he's talking to Josiah Anthony, number 8, the wingback. So 2nd and 1, which is interesting. Snap back, gives straight ahead again. That's a big run. I think he's going to get in.
People are going a little bit too high for someone that big.
Yep.
Yeah, I hope the coach was talking to the wingback, discussing a pass play, because I'd rather see them put the ball in the air than giving it to big number 4.
That was Kyle Coleman with 1:05 to go in the second. And he goes 25 yards.
Here's the kicker.
Here is
We
the
see
kicker.
him.
Number 15, Prajit Tajmani.
It was a good hold. It was a good snap, and it made it over the crossbar.
Yep. And with 1:05 to go, it's 7-0 Memorial on a 25-yard run, and the first freshman extra point I can remember.
Ever.
Well, you know what? I'm going to take that back because a couple years ago we were here for Benedictine,
I don't remember a game.
and they had a kid with a huge leg. He was actually the varsity kicker as a freshman.
Okay.
But you know the rule is you can only play so many quarters, but a quarter has always been defined as 2 consecutive plays.
2 in a row, right?
So
exactly.
you're the kicker. You don't play 2 consecutive plays.
Yeah. I still,
Incidentally,
and the way you said it too, go for 2 on a kick, only 1 for the run.
Yep.
And you would see more 8th graders develop kickers.
well, you know what was so impressive about that? Not just the kick. There was a good snap and a good hold.
yeah.
You can tell that 3-man group has worked on that, and we saw it pregame. They were down there and spent some time knowing that it could work for them. Snap back is low. The boy gets it out
Well, that was a nice tackle.
to
from number
Hassan.
22,
That was
yeah.
Grant, excuse me, rather than LeBoy, and he gets it out to the 36. Timeout Brush with 53 seconds. Brush is feeling it now, Tom. They're thinking they can get the ball back with 2 times out. So they'll stop the clock, which gives me a chance to mention the drive to 10,000 followers for Lorain School's TV20 Facebook page. TV20, the home of the best high school sports coverage in Northeast Ohio. Most school district events, award-winning Titan News. Follow us on Facebook, Lorain Schools TV20. Titans still huddled up at the sidelines, which gives me a chance to remind you that if you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, look no further than Joyce Buick GMC. They offer a diverse selection of Buick and GMC sedans, trucks, and SUVs that can fit any lifestyle or budget. Joyce Buick GMC and the Northern Ohio Buick GMC dealers. Proud sponsors of the Lorain High School and Lorain Middle School Titan teams. Snap back. Rolling out. Flags. Pulled down from behind is LeBoy.
2 flags in the backfield.
Yeah. It's going to be an illegal block for sure, I would think. 45 seconds to go. LeBoy comes over to talk to Coach McDermott. We're waiting to sort things out.
Is it 2nd down or is it 3rd?
Well, it was 2nd down. Yes.
Yeah.
Now there's a whistle. Timeout Brush, which is really interesting because the penalty would have stopped the clock. They're going to take the play, which was a gain of 1, so it'll be 3rd and 8. Timeout Memorial. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine is proud to be the official medical provider for Lorain Schools Athletics. Cleveland Clinic's team of sports medicine specialists deliver high-quality care to all athletes, from high school athletes to the Cavaliers and Guardians. Visit clevelandclinic.org/sportsmedicine to learn more. So this was a real defensive slugfest until about 2 minutes ago, Tom.
Well, I think that's because they decided they're going to run the ball.
Yeah.
And they do have a big, powerful running back.
And, you know, you want to win, but you also want to develop players.
Everything else got to go in.
So it's a double-edged sword.
But they're calling timeouts, hoping to get the ball back
Absolutely.
with 30 seconds left.
And they're not afraid to put it in the air. So it's 3rd and 8. And Lorain has not showed the ability to punt. Pass over the middle. Crossing, that's a first down. Nathan Ruiz on the pass from LeBoy. Moves the stick, stops the clock. 35 seconds left.
Now, Ruiz has been their leading receiver so far.
Nice read here by LeBoy. Winding the clock is Al Ivy, and he does a good job getting to the sticks. He knew where he had to get, and he got there. 22 seconds as they talk. This may very well be the last play of the half. Lorain is, well, the scoreboard says they have one timeout. LeBoy rolls. LeBoy's going to keep. LeBoy's going to get out of bounds. Hit from behind as he did. About 4 seconds left. Time for one more play. You got to believe they don't have a Big Ben in.
Yeah. I think they have to run the same play because I think this left slot was open.
Well,
of course, it had been a long cross-field pass.
Yeah, the slot on the near side.
On this side, on our far side, away from the run.
Players check their wristbands. LeBoy comes to the sideline, gets the play from Coach McDermott, walks back in. This is all part of the process. You're not just teaching them how to, pass and catch and block and tackle, but how you want to run the offense and how you want to line up.
That wide receiver has to step up to the, there he is.
There you go. The boy's going to roll this way, throw it out too tall, and that'll do it. That was intended once again for Ruiz, and we've played 2 at the George. Memorial 7, the 8th grade Titans nothing. Back with more after this timeout.
We make Marines who overpower the desire to quit with the perseverance to prevail. Not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Ohio State is saving lives every day.
This is Ohio State.
We're the economic engine of the state.
A major employer.
Over 60,000 students. We're on the forefront of cancer research. An educational core of Ohio.
Impacting tens of thousands daily.
Our alumni organization is nearly 500,000 worldwide.
This is Ohio State.
This is Ohio State.
Ohio State.
This is the Ohio State University.
No life jacket? That's a deal breaker.
Daddy, you promised.
Daniel Stevens.
Yeah, give me one of those life jackets.
This message brought to you by the National Safe Boating Council and the women who nag you. Love you.
Every year, the Salvation Army serves nearly 30 million people in need. That's one person every second. So by the time you've finished watching this, 30 more lives will have been changed for good. All thanks to your donations.
Thank you. What kind of Titans are we? This is a question we have to ask ourselves every day as we walk these halls. In Lorain City Schools, we are passionate about kindness. We believe one simple act of kindness can start the movement that changes the world around us. As a school, our positive behavioral intervention and support approach, or for short, PBIS, model is rooted in kindness. Our goal as a school is to increase our students and staff's kindness to self, kindness to others, and kindness to our environments. When we increase kindness in our school, we will decrease the behaviors that interfere with the positive environments we want in every school in our district. Let's see what that looks like in our buildings. The expectation of kindness in our school starts the moment you begin your day. Upon entering classrooms, it is important that we remember to be on time, be prepared and have technology and supplies ready, be engaged and maintain a clean classroom. Our Titan expectation to be kind to self, kind of others, and kind to our environment extends to the hallways, in our restrooms, in the main office, in the cafeteria, and on school transportation. Our staff will be here to model, teach, and reward positive behaviors with the goal of creating a school culture of kindness. That's because the common expectations are designed to be the standard in every classroom and every school in Lorain City Schools. Titans, we know you can do this. Let's show the world what kind of Titans we are.
Inspiring city and campus. Inspiring people. Inspiring creativity. Inspiring hands-on learning. Inspiring global experiences. Inspiring traditions. Be a Buckeye. Inspire.
And we're back at George Daniel, set to play the third quarter. The Lorain Titans, 8th grade team, composed of players from Longfellow, General Johnny Wilson, and Southview Middle Schools, and the Memorial Arcs from Lyndhurst, right?
Yeah, South Euclid.
South Euclid and Lyndhurst.
Yeah.
This is the final of the series that the varsity started a week ago Friday.
So far, we have 2 wins.
7-0. LaBoy sidearms it out, and going the wrong way is Ruiz, going to result in a loss of 5. And he might have got his ankle rolled, or he might have laid down on the ball. I can't tell which. Tried to push himself up. So we'll stop after one play.
Yeah, I think he was trying to just avoid the tackles, but that's not the way to do it. The way to do it is just take your lumps right there.
Well, once again, let me remind everybody about the drive to 10,000 followers. Facebook people, let's follow and like TV20, the home of the best high school sports coverage in Northeast Ohio. The media most of the school district events, including the award-winning Titan News, which you'll find every day on YouTube and the link to Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, follow. We have 9,400 followers as of earlier today. There you see some students in the control room working to learn their craft with Mr. Joe Bach and Mr. Terry Trout as we celebrate the Joe Bach Farewell Tour. 37 days left, I believe, is the number. Bad snap, picked up and going straight ahead. That opened up like it was planned. LaBoy gets out near the 40. Nice tackle by 22 from Brush, and all work to
Jarrell Hood.
Okay, it sure was.
That was the second big hit from him.
Right.
I seen it earlier, and I didn't have a name on him.
So it's going to be, that was pickup of 9, going to make it 3rd and a long 6 for Lorain. I mean, they got to get to the 45 because it started the quarter on the 35. LaBoy takes the snap, throws it out. Thank goodness they weren't looking. That was a loss or an incomplete.
I think he dropped the ball.
It was ruled incomplete from this side. It's a good thing. It's 4th and 6 instead of 4th and 10. They have tried that pass to the side, and it's just taken too long. It's given the defense chance to react.
And a lot of times, because it's a backward pass, so you got
I don't know
behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
so you're allowed to downfield a little bit on that blocker.
But they don't have anybody out. They've
and that's the trick.
And that's the wide side of the field. That's where they want to get the ball. That's Elias Santiago. He's 40 yards from the quarterback. Bubble snap, ball up in the air, caught. Nope, dropped. Thomas Mays had his hands on it and got pulled out of there. So the Titans turned it over on downs, trailing 7-0.
That looked just like a basketball jump ball.
Oh, it sure was. There was a long rebound. Tom, we've got a lot of young people down here in front of us, and I want to compliment their behavior. They're having fun, but they're very harmless and well-behaved, and I'm really proud to be from Lorain with the kids acting like that.
They are the 7th grade football team.
Is that what it is? Okay, so you would know.
Yeah.
So they had a big win last night, huh?
They did, and Coach Thompson said, get up in the stands and root them on.
Okay, I saw him come up here. Brush with the ball, 1st and 10, 39 of Lorain. Handoff caught in the backfield. Ball pulled loose.
Yeah, that was Quadro that made the tackle.
Grant was back there, loss of 2.
This is number 24. Back to Kershaw Taylor again.
Going to throw the bubble there. Oh, that's got a chance to be a big one. Caught from behind. Nice hustle on the pursuit. The first thing, if we'd have been looking for the ball out there, we might have had a chance, as that one was in the air a long time. 3rd down and 5 now. They got the loss back and 5 more.
You see, Lorain got some penetration.
Yep.
But they got a nice block by number 8.
Sure did. That was Josiah Anthony that pushed the defender by. Straight back, wanting to throw, up in the air, picked, and dropped.
Okay. Ruiz again?
Well, that was a great job by the rush linebacker, I believe. Number 21, Daniel Robinson, got in there and changed the trajectory on that pass as they had to throw over him. Pascal had to loft it. And they go back again to the big rush. Nice swing pass out to Taylor. 1st down, Brush. That was, very patiently the quarterback waited for the dust to settle and tossed it out. Now we've got a Titan that went down.
I think cramps.
That looks like a leg cramp.
Yeah, you could tell he was out there. He was just that little.
Yep.
I'm
here.
Here.
It is.
I'm here if you need me.
And he settled down nicely.
Just a little outlet.
It was a screen without a screen is what it was. And he put the shoulder down and put it into the defender.
LeBoy again made a tackle.
Was it? Okay. But he got the worst of it.
Yeah.
And, Tom, this does give me a chance to remind people that Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine is proud to be the official medical provider for Lorain Schools athletics as they stretch the leg cramp out. Cleveland Clinic's team of sports medicine specialists deliver high-quality care to all athletes, from high school athletes to the Cavaliers and Guardians. Visit clevelandclinic.org/sportsmedicine to learn more. There's 2 things I don't think people can understand until it happens to them. Number 1 is a bad cramp like this young man has. The other one, and that's number 21, Daniel Robinson. The other one is getting the wind knocked out of you.
Yeah.
You hear that and it sounds so harmless. I can remember the first time I got the wind knocked out of me. I thought I was going to die. I was gasping for breath and didn't know what happened.
Well, I don't know if we watched Robinson limp off the field, but that's the wrong thing to do.
Right. Pass down over the middle. That one's picked off. That's Malachi Hassan. And he's going to be brought down at about the 22.
If one bright side to this game,
3 interceptions and it could have been easily been 5.
Yeah, the ball hawking from the Lorain's secondary.
So big stop there. Lorain keeps it a 1-score game, and that's just a good read by the center fielder.
Yep.
And I said Hassan, and that's who it was.
It was Hassan.
Yep. The blue tights make him easy to spot.
Yeah.
So, 4:56 to go, 3rd quarter. Titans have 77 yards to go for the chance to go ahead.
They got to break one play. They got to get outside, break one play.
One of the things I would say between these 2 teams is that the athletic ability and speed is pretty equal.
I think their advantage is they got big running backs.
Yeah.
Big running backs that are hard to tackle at this age. But they give him a big cushion.
This is LeBoy. Throws it out, hit as he throws. 17, Braylon Williams was there. Al Ivy and LeBoy discuss things. Ball's incomplete, 4:52 to go, 3rd quarter. That play took 4 seconds, which will tell you how quick the rush got there. Because that's 4 seconds till the ball hit the ground.
Yeah.
Comes substitute lineman, 61, Owen Zoldis, comes in. Snap back, rolling to his right, wanting to throw, throwing back over the middle. That was almost picked by, I think, one of the defensive linemen, 58, Dylan Posey.
I don't know if that was a planned play or just trying to get rid of the ball.
Don't throw it late over the middle. There's a coaching point. First off, jailbreak rush, and he's...
Oh, he was going for Mackay.
Right.
Malachi.
So 3rd down and 10. I don't want to wish him bad luck, but I kind of wonder what they'd do if they got to 4th down here.
Yeah.
We tried 2 punts. One has been successful, and the other one on a bad snap turned into a fake. LeBoy gets him set. Handoff. There's a motion penalty on the Titans. Nice cut. Malachi Hassan's got the first down and taken down high. But there's the official on the near side. There's the wingman on the near side has been getting a track start.
All the time.
Yeah, every play. And they decided that time was the time they were going to call it.
And they did call it long before the run. But that
was real early.
That was Braylon Williams that made the tackle on Malachi
nice
out
tackle.
there. And that was a beautiful tackle. I mean, one thing about these arcs, they have some hitters on the secondary.
And Malachi comes out, and they'll get a backup running back in. Number 27, Elias Santiago, is coming in as Hassan is rubbing his lower back. He was hit from behind. So the Titans have 3rd down and 15 from the 18. You'd love to pick it up. You don't want to turn it over. I had 12 in the huddle, but they didn't call that. LeBoy, that's a better snap. Tossed sweep near side. That looked like it was Santiago, 27 with the ball. Picked up 3 out to the 21-yard line. 4th and 12. Hassan is the punter.
Yes, he is.
That might affect the decision. He's going back out there.
He 3:37. Left-footed kicker.
And the clock is running. Titans certainly in no hurry.
Is this a league rule about the punting, or is it a decision by the home team?
I think it's I think you punt. Now, I don't know if you're allowed to punt return.
Yeah. Oh.
But the Titans had guys back earlier, and that's a nice catch of a tough snap. Going to throw a long pass. Too bad.
Did it? No. They hoped he would have intercepted the ball.
Yeah,
there.
that's what I say. Too bad it was dropped. They get the ball at the 18, at the 22 instead of the 40.
Yeah.
Here it is again. Nice catch first off by Hassan. Gets outside a big number 70, left hands it down, and
I think
breaking it up was LeBoy.
Yeah.
He'd have been better off making a tackle.
Yeah, that's something you just have to learn by playing and playing. Yes. I don't fault anybody for playing defense like that.
Right. So it's 1st and 10 Brush on the Lorain 22 as they look to take a 2-score lead. This is a wildcat. This is the 2 big running backs together. Handoff and moving down the side and into the end zone is number 24, Krishawn Taylor. He goes 22 yards on 1st down.
Yeah. He just ran over.
Yep. That was the wildcat. Did you see who handed it off?
Coleman.
Coleman,
right.
So the 4th 20-yard plus run for a touchdown for Memorial.
One.
And here comes the kicker, number 15, Prajit Tamanj. I apologize for the pronunciation. Number 8, Josiah Anthony, is the holder. Great snap. Kick away.
Better kick.
Kick is true.
Wow.
This is middle school football, if you're watching. Impressive that the 3 specialists on that play, the job they did.
Well, I haven't seen a bad snap yet from the Brush Center.
Right.
Not only on the extra points, but every one of the plays from scrimmage.
So it's 14-0. Memorial, and Titans will get the ball back at their 35 and see if we can do anything with it. Okay.
Tell him.
Lorain comes out, trailing by 2 scores. Let's see which one of the quarterbacks. It'll be 15, LeBoy. Now, the running back beside him looks like it's Elias Santiago. That was a quicker snap, but nowhere to run, nowhere to hide for LeBoy. I think that was intended to be a rollout pass, and he knew he couldn't get outside and cut it up, and he did just take his lumps. We'll get some of these guys that we haven't mentioned yet as we go along here, Tom. Like I just saw 89 Santiago Cintron in there, along with 63 Moses Slaughter, who's been the center all day. 59 Carlos Torres is up front on the line. .30 Isaiah Scott just checked in, along with what looks like 88 Jeremy Ellis. Titans all over the field here as they're spread out. Now they send out wide. Timeout.
See, I don't think, and this is something probably the coaches are going to have to address. They have to get Lorain more into a tempo.
Well,
you know, when he was told he was in the wrong position, you got to sprint to that position so they didn't have to call a timeout.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're out of timeouts now, I believe.
Yeah.
Isaiah Scott, number 30. Also number 34, Jameer Booker in the huddle there. As we try to get these guys, I know they listen for their names, Tom.
Yeah.
And we like to fill them in. You see some of the...
Well, they have one on the sideline, number 72, Raven Ross. She's been in and out, but that one is the only girl on the Titans team. She's been playing the, I think, nose man and
okay, I did not know
guard.
that.
Yep.
So very good. Inside handoff, jet sweep, positive yards, got about 6 or 7.
They haven't been able to break anything.
Thomas Mays, 22, carried the ball.
Usually once they get past that the second level, usually 8th graders can break some things. But who
was that a face mask?
22 made a nice tackle. If it wasn't a face mask, he put him down.
Some of the Lorain High freshmen getting out of practice and coming over to this side.
That was Hood, number 22. He's made 4 or 5 nice plays from the secondary.
Yes, he has, from this side, on this side particular. 45 seconds as the clock ticks. Titans up to the line. Tight splits in there, Tom.
That's the only way they were stopping that rush.
Snap was slow. Running back got off too quick, and the handoff was botched up. No gain. That was 21, Daniel Robinson. They're going to stop the clock for Daniel with 22 seconds to go.
Those cramps came up.
Rather than letting it run out. So it's 4th down and 7. There's a flag. That's going to be against the Titans. Somebody said something.
This is going to be a learning procedure for Robinson. When you get that cramp, sometimes you have to walk it off.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Lorain. So obviously somebody said something.
Yeah.
It's going to cost his team 15 yards. So it's going to take it from the 43 back to the 28 and make it 4th and a country mile. Now, the last time they lined up in punt formation, right about this same spot. In fact, it was a yard closer.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
They tried a pass from punt formation that was broken up by one of the Titans. Al Ivy runs the clock. I don't think we're going to run a play here. With 10 seconds to go, we're going to – let's see, they're going out.
They'll let it run out. The way they run out of there.
Well, they're not running out there. They're going to wander. So we've played 3 at the George. Memorial 14, Lorain nothing. Back with fourth quarter action after this timeout. So we're back for the fourth quarter, and it gives me a chance to tell you that if you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, look no further than Joyce Buick GMC. They offer a diverse selection of Buick and GMC sedans, trucks, and SUVs that can fit any lifestyle or budget. Joyce Buick GMC and the Northeast Ohio Buick GMC dealers, proud sponsors of the Lorain High Titans. Well, Lorain High has 4th and a country mile after that 15-yard penalty. We've switched ends of the field. The ball is back to the 23. They need to get to the 42 or 45 for the first down. So they've got quite a road. Now looks like they're setting up. That's Hassan, but he's only 7 yards deep. He's a 3-step kicker. Yeah. That time he was, but that's blocked. That's what I was worried about with the depth. Yeah. No matter who recovers it, it's a Memorial ball on the 16. They just didn't have enough depth.
Yeah. And I think he moves to about 7 yards when a typical punter is usually 12 yards.
12, yeah.
And it's because of the center.
Right, it's
nothing against the center. He's just learning his trade.
Yeah, it's.
And the bad thing about Brush is they have those two big running backs.
Coach Joyner is upset about something. Brush players running all over as they switch sides. You know, I'm on the far side, and then now they're going to take a timeout. And it's all because they switched ends, but their wide receivers still went to the far side and the near side.
Yeah. There's something I just noticed here. Coach Sherwood always lists a lot of little things about his players,
yep.
And one of their favorite teams. There's as many kids on the Titans that like the Steelers that like the Browns.
Well, they've still got a chance to grow up.
Yeah.
Their decision-making isn't always good at middle school. Here's an old school one. Malachi Hassan's favorite player is Devin Hester. Now, I'm not sure Devin Hester has played since Malachi Hassan was old enough to watch football.
Yeah. Is he a Viking player?
He was a Chicago Bear kick returner. Interesting. I mean, very recent. Here's an OBJ fan, Jameer Booker.
Yeah.
A lot of Here's another one. I know that Jordan Finley was not old enough to have seen Ray Lewis play.
Yeah, but he heard about him.
Yep.
He heard about him. They got the big running backs in. This is number 4 this time. That's a push in the back.
There it is. He trots in from the 21.
I hate to call out
Coleman,
the official, but I think someone missed a push in the back down around about the 5-yard line.
That is number 4, Kyle Coleman. We'll see it here. He's just taking a direct snap. Yeah. On the crackback. And we'll set up once again. Tamange with the extra point attempt. Those 2 big running backs have imposed their will. And once again, the kick is good. So 21-0. Brush on top with 7:39 to go in the ball game. It's going to be real hard now for the Titans, unless they break a couple of big plays.
You hope that Brush starts to substitute a little bit, make it a little bit better.
They've got great numbers over there.
They do. I don't know how big of a middle school Memorial is, but
that's
a nice football field for an 8th grade or an 8th grade team. How do you pronounce that kicker's name?
How do I? I've pronounced it different every time, Tom, but I think it's Tamange.
But I bet you he learned his kicking on the soccer field.
Oh.
Because, he looks like he came over with a background in soccer.
Yes, he does. Oh, very definitely. Yeah. And I see some different jerseys out there for Brush as we get set to go here. You know what I've noticed, Tom, as I've gone through their roster? I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have 6 young men with junior attached to their name. There's a long throw. Too tall.
Yeah.
Receiver can't stop there. He's got to keep going as Josiah LeBoy rolled left, which is away from his strong hand.
Yeah, the receiver either has to keep going or has to make a definite stop and turn.
Yeah.
And let the defenders run past him.
Well, you have to. Yeah. And, we don't know which it was, but you've got to run the pattern that the quarterback's expecting you to run. So we have 7:31 to go in the 4th. Clock is stopped on the incompletion, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
They got the big defensive end out of the lineup now. I'd like to see them try a sweep.
Straight ahead instead, and that's going nowhere.
There's more white shirts than blue shirts right there.
And you know what the problem is with that play, Tom? If you look at it, everybody was standing up.
Yes, yeah.
That's for both teams. We didn't get anybody to the ground or off the line.
Yeah.
And,
well, practices have become a lot different when you can't get in the cages anymore and block hard like that,
Right.
Yeah. It's more of a specialty kind of practices. Everyone's doing all their specialties.
Right, you're not hitting.
What's a lineman do then?
The shoots.
Yeah.
Remember them?
Oh, I remember the shoots.
Oh.
Yeah. There's a lot of legends have been made in the shoots at Lorain.
Yes. And if you're wondering what we're referring to, it's a set of pipes.
Steel cages is what they were, yeah.
It was a steel pipe, and you could only, at the tallest, 3.5 feet? 3 feet?
3 foot, yep.
And you faced another person in the cage, and you went head to head.
And
if you stood up, you got whacked with a pipe. not by anyone. There's a sweep that's going to have
maybe he got a first down.
First
because
down.
he's
He
still
definitely
running.
does. That's Thomas Mays on the jet sweep. So second or third time he's run that to some success. The Titans pick up the 11 yards and out across the 45 to the 46. LeBoy comes in. It was a good recognition on your part, Tom, to try the sweep. Do we have a player down again? Yes, we do.
Hope is just cramps. I always do that.
Yeah. Well, the brush coach is out there tending to him till.
I think Brian Joyner Jr. ran over there eventually, didn't he?
Yep, he's there now.
Well, it looks like a whole new team's coming in.
Look at the warm-up exercises.
Yeah.
The Shaw. Oh my goodness, Memorial defense is doing on the side to get ready, as this is a new crew. You see them doing up downs.
Yeah. 10 up downs before you get into the game. That gets your blood flowing.
10 up downs take me a week and a half at this point.
Well, that was Mays who had the cramps, and he's jogging off the field pretty well.
Okay,
so he'll be back in
ball
there.
Carrier.
He'll be back in.
And you know what you can't do is start hydrating the day of the game.
No. Yeah.
It's hard for these young guys to learn, and we've still got high school guys. You would think that with the weather, this is a cool night. Jet sweep again. That goes nowhere.
56. I don't have a 56.
Wrong devices. I've got the roster on my phone and my iPad. 56, Lawrence Moore Jr. makes the tackle for a loss of 4.
He came through there like a gun.
Yeah. So it's second down and 14. 59, Carlos Torres joins LeBoy, getting the play and coming in from the sideline. That was 81, Justin Clark coming off. There's the long pass down the middle. It's intercepted. Coming back a long way. Tackle across the 50. That's number 8, Josiah Anthony.
Yeah.
He made a night. He just played center field. He was the only one with a chance to catch that ball. I think that's 5 interceptions tonight, Tom. We'll see it here.
Yeah.
Titans need a big play, and everybody knows it. That ball was intended for LeBoy, who's their.
Oh, he did a nice job. He switched the ball as he was running, but you switch it to the other hand. You want to keep the ball on the outside, but he'll learn. He's playing center field like that. I think.
So Brush is in business at the 47. This is a new running back alongside Pascal. Number 5, Bose Triplett is the running back. Still Troy Pascal at quarterback. .437 to go. I think the outcome has pretty much been decided. Here comes Big 70, Onze Bruce.
For offense this time.
Yep, at the tackle. Coming to the near side.
Oh, my.
There was the tackle. That was number 80, Jordan Finley. That might be the best defensive play of the game outside of the interceptions, Tom.
Well, I'll tell you, somebody might say a late hit here, but I think he was pushed in here, not.
Where?
Right now. Coming.
Oh, that was, he tripped over. That was Tommy Turf.
He just, I thought he was pushed, but you can see now in the replay, he just tripped over it.
2nd and 13, snap back. Pascal got a man out here. That was Josiah Anthony, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 14. with a 21-0 lead. Memorial doesn't need points, but this is learning.
Yeah.
So you play the game till it's over.
This is a completely different team. So
other
you
than
allow
the
them to
other
do
than
what
the
they
quarterback.
Want. Yep.
And he gives it off. This young man looking at it. That's some nice moves, and he's going to have a first down, Tom.
And more.
There's the first down. What a move. That's a touchdown. There's a flag. There's a flag way back here on the 35.
Yeah.
That was quite a play by that young man.
Number who?
5.
Bose
Triplet.
Again. Yeah. Is he the one that made the interception?
No, he carried the ball on the first down. He's the one that got caught from behind. Yep. Now he reverses field. 2, 3. And picked up. It's almost like they blocked it, like they knew he was coming.
Oh, there was
a block. There was the clip.
Yep. And Grant almost pulled him down.
So it'll come back from the 35, probably to the 50.
See, if he was a senior, he'd put that play on his huddle.
Yeah. I don't understand what this is. It's from the spot, so it's going to be from the 35, 34. That's interesting. That was 8 yards. It's third down. Now the sticks are starting to walk. They're going to wind the clock. First down. Okay, that's bizarre. That should not have been a first down.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. I would think if it was a first down, you'd have spotted the sticks where he had the first down.
Yeah.
Now, Coach Joyner's clear out to the logo to talk to Al Ivy, and I think this time he's got a point.
He might be right.
If it is a first down, in fact, you spot it where the penalty was, and
mark it back. Yeah.
It's not, you know what, it doesn't matter a whit in this game, and they're wisely running the clock.
I don't know if that's the right decision to run the clock when there's seems to be a timeout.
No, well, you know what? I haven't yet to see anyone protest.
Yeah. Which team cares about it? I think, yeah.
And I think Coach Joyner is owed an explanation to his question. Wow, it's amazing the clarity of the scoreboard, Tom. Look at the score. I was going to say they just had the scoreboard on the screen. Look here, Tom. Look at the scoreboard. Look here.
Oh, okay. Yes. They stopped the clock at 1:44. Okay.
Okay, we just stole about 3.5 minutes. Now, the Brush coach is out there saying, why did you take all my time for my
because he wanted to
number
get
twos.
Number twos to play, exactly. Yeah, I can see Lorain not caring much when you're down by 3 scores. But I have heard Al Ivy say, when I'm wrong, even though I'm wrong, sometimes I'm right. You know what I mean?
Well, and I think that part of this is, I think Coach Joyner made his point correctly. And that's why, otherwise he'd have gotten a flag. When you walk out, when the clock's running, you walk out to the logo, you get flagged.
Yeah.
As I say, it doesn't it's not going to affect the outcome.
I don't know the coach's name from Brush, but he was very calm, cool, and collected.
He just wanted to make sure that he was represented. Here it is. Now, this is one great run by Triplett.
And what yard line are they on right now?
They started that play from about the 48. Okay, now we come downfield. Has he passed the marker? Yes, but that's a live ball penalty.
About 31-yard line, right?
29.
29, okay.
Or 34, excuse me.
Okay.
That was a live ball penalty.
Yeah.
So you mark it off from that spot, and if they made the first down after the mark-off, they get the first down. But they didn't. It should be 3rd and 8. Instead, they marked off from the 34 back to the 43, which is 9 yards. I don't know what penalty is 9 yards.
Yeah, well, they give them a yard on where they call the illegal block.
But that's where they started walking, and I would thought it would have been a clip 15 yards, but that was not enough for the first down. That was Coach Joyner's point, I am sure. The officials decided that they would move the sticks and make it first down. At which point, here it is again. They were on their side of the 50 at the 48. Hitting the backfield. Coming back. That's just a great run by Triplett. And he's not done yet.
Nope.
Now he gets to the outside. There's the illegal block. It is at the 31. So let's give them the benefit of the doubt and said they marked off 10 yards from the 33.
Maybe where he started the illegal block,
sure.
Not where it ended.
Grant did a nice job running him down and stopping it. Now the Brush coach is coming back out, or Memorial.
He might be asking, could we put another couple minutes on the clock?
They just put some more time on it. It's up to 2:15.
It was a 1:44 when they
So they put 31 seconds back on the clock. It is 3rd down, so Coach Joyner was right. So it's not 1st and 10. It is 3rd and 8 from the 43, which answers the question, why was he allowed to do that? They're going to throw long.
That's an interception.
Yes, it is.
And he's still running.
Yes, it is. That's Nathan Ruiz. That's a fumble.
But I think Lorain recovered.
And I think that's number 80, Jordan Finley, that's on top of the ball. I don't
think it's a flag. I think that's a marker.
No, that's the marker.
Who recovered the fumble?
80.
Okay.
That was Jordan Finley. So the quarterback's arm obviously cooled off during that lengthy debate. Lofts it up, and that was just well played by Ruiz and hit from behind and punched out, actually, by number 8, Anthony. So the Titans will have the ball at the 30. Once again, now the Brush defense has to recognize and get downfield.
Well,
so we'll go from the 30-yard line.
They're missing. Here he comes.
Here he comes, yep. I think that was 88. Ellis.
I'm thinking I would throw that ball to that wide receiver.
He's getting his chin strap fixed.
Yeah. He may be a little too far out to be effective.
Well, he could run one great
post
slant.
Pattern. Yeah.
From there, a post pattern, I don't think we could get him the ball. He's a long way. He's 40 yards from the quarterback right now. All that thing with the hypotenuses and all that. long downfield intended for Santiago Cintron. No, let's make that Nathan Ruiz. And there was absolutely no penalty there. I know he wants one, but you can't run into the back of someone and want it to be interference.
Yeah. Saying he was touching me.
Yeah, well, he was.
Yeah,
and you are allowed to be touched. It's football.
Somebody's on the cramps again?
No, this looks like it's a shoulder. So this and look at the clock, Tom. We're right back to minute 44. That's what it was a half hour ago. Hey, the drive to 10,000 followers is on. WLCS Lorain Schools TV 20 on Facebook has 9,400 plus followers, and we'd like to get to 10,000 before the end of the fall sports season for Joe Bach's farewell. TV 20 is the home of the best high school sports coverage in Northeast Ohio. We media most school district events, concerts, and the like. That include the award-winning Titan News every morning. Every morning there's school. So we'll line it up again. This is LeBoy, the QB. Toss sweep. That's Hassan. And the problem there is he's standing still.
Well, the problem is
the timing. It's all about the timing.
Yeah. It's a slow play to develop.
Yep.
It gives the defense time to get in there.
It starts the clock, however, keeps it in bounds. The ball's back to the 28-yard line. Loss of 2, third down, and 12. It's funny because the young man that's holding the box isn't really tall enough to reach the numbers, so the official's been flipping it for him.
Well, they have 3 seventh graders over there.
Yeah, I applaud them for the effort they're making.
Coach Thompson assigned them. They didn't volunteer.
Oh, they still showed up.
Yep.
Under a minute to play now. It's third down and 12. Rolling LeBoy wants to throw. Now he wants to get up, and with 42 seconds to go, the sack is back inside the 20. He never had a chance.
Now they're running the varsity offense. Close. But they're not doing some of the varsity things like blocking. That slot has to block a little bit better. Little things like that you have to pick up as the season progresses.
Did somebody call timeout? The clock is running. That's going to do it here at the George. 3 rushing touchdowns for Memorial, and they're going to come out of here with a 21-0 victory over the 8th grade Titans of Lorain. Tom, any final thoughts?
Well, the bright side I see on Lorain's defense is their secondary.
Right.
I think
ball awareness.
A lot of interceptions and not some bad defense. But when Brush found out they had those 2 big running backs, it was hard to stop them.
Absolutely.
I've been around 8th graders, and when you get about a 200-pound running back, it's hard to stop.
Yeah.
So,
when our X's are bigger than your O's, there's a problem. Okay, so this was fun. It was always good to see the young guys, and I know that they're going to rush home and look on YouTube, and we thank you, Joe Bach. 37 more days till your second retirement.
Yeah.
Joe Bach, Terry Trout, Mr. Baraga, and
Devin Hood.
Devin Hood. We thank you for your efforts getting us on the air and keeping us there and all that good stuff. And for all of them, this is Jay Ferguson reminding you that it is a great time to be a Titan.